everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We are back in here once again in Ray County, Missouri. I'm just kind of out for a drive, just kind of seeing how the county looks. And I made a few changes to the farm. I did what I promised I was going to do. I did actually restart. I found the missing mod that I didn't have for the fencing and whatnot, and we got that reloaded. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of cruising around the county, just kind of checking things out, seeing how the map looks. We were just kind of at one corner, kind of heading up north. Should be coming across the southern border here before too, or northern border here before too long. But as you can see, I do have the weather effects in, or I think it's weather effects in for this particular map. It does have its own, and that would be the northern edge of the map. I like this truck. Have I said that before? I really like this truck. I'm not much of a Ford guy in person, but to be fair, if you want a good truck, get a Ford. I drive a Dodge in real world. It's a Dakota, so not a Ram brand, though it was at one point. But yeah, so I do apologize for the last couple videos. I've been having some issues with my editing software. I have everything to edit up nice and smooth and simple, but whenever it decides I have it transfer for me to post up to YouTube, it just does some really random stuff, and I don't like it. So I'm trying to fix that. That was never a thing for me, so I don't know what's going on with my recording software, or not recording software, my editing software. Because like I said, I can edit it out just fine, but for whatever reason, the transitions always get to be screwed up. And if you're paying attention, yes, I did just pass my turn. Like I said, we're out for a cruise right now. Not much going on at the farm. All the animals are well fed, well taken care of. And there are a couple pieces of equipment that I know I need, but I'm not going to worry about them right now. I actually just had Paul finish out picking rocks in our freshly plowed up field. So I'm trying to take some of these backcountry roads just because it's a beautiful day out. It's beginning of September, and just finding things like that little stream there beside the road, just kind of seeing who's farming what, kind of seeing where everyone's crops are at. I do love the fact that driving along, some of these curves actually curve like you would think they would in the real world. And maybe it's because I'm kind of all over the road and not necessarily driving on the road, but yeah. I love these backcountry dirt roads, to be honest. I'm trying to keep an eye out to make sure we don't smash into the side of the map again. Like I said, I do have the at least the weather for this map turned on. And I came across a train earlier that actually was a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. So we will see if we come across that again. And that is the edge of the map. So yeah, this is a standard size farming sim map. It's not 4X, not 16X, not anything crazy. But there's a lot of stuff in this map. Unfortunately, I have not found an actual town. More so just where the co-op is the busiest place there is. But as far as everything else goes, not so much. We do have another farm that I'm going to go check out as well over by the store. So this truck, when it wants to get up and go, it gets up and goes. And there's a northern part of that. Oh, I forgot that one of the things that's on here is at random you'll see these hunting blinds go up, like seasonal related. In the one field that I just plowed up, there was it basically looked like someone had put like one of those fake turkeys out in the middle of my field. Because I was just kind of looking at it going, what the hell is this? As I'm out there plowing, and it turns out to be one of those hunting fake turkey things. So someone was out in my field doing some hunting. It wasn't me. I'm not too happy about it. So I'm gonna have to talk to the neighbors and see who was out there, and just kind of a little talking to with them that they need to ask me before they do things like that. Wasn't too thrilled. I had to stop, get out of the vehicle, toss it off to the side of the field, and they'll get mad at me for that, but I don't care. It's my property. I can do what I want with it. Gotta make sure we don't overspeed on that turn. And yes, I know I'm speeding for backcountry dirt roads, but you know. The one way, it's always easy to tell. This way, not so much. We're gonna haul butt down to the south end. So there's a shop coming up here on our right. It's a really nicely well done shop. Nicely well done, nice shop. Yeah, something like that. It just looks really good to me, and the map creator did an awesome job with it. So, as you can see, there is definitely traffic on this road. It just follows this main road. That's it. It doesn't go anywhere else, to my knowledge. It goes up to the north, turns around off the map, comes back, goes down south on this road, and turns around and heads north. Oh, to be the life of a PC. Or NPC, I guess. In this case, that's the edge of the map. Woo, that could have been bad. Good thing we got the bumper. So now we're down here. There is a farm up here on the right I want to go check out. As I believe, yep, I forgot to deactivate the autosave. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I'll probably still keep it in there, but yeah, you can see that fog rolling in and rolling through the area. I just really love that, especially, you know, late, you know, fall time frame, late summer or early fall. On those cooler mornings, you get that fog rolling through. I do just really love it, especially when you see the corn, you know, looking tall and beautiful as always. Ooh, I might need to take that, see where that goes. So the farm is just over here on the right. I did introduce myself to the owner of the property, said to stop by at any time. Kind of take a look at what he's got going on, if anything. If it ever comes for sale, I may have to come over here and buy this property. Holy crap. I'm not going to try to enter, but hey, the window's open. Oh, he's got nothing in here. Is he not actually living here? Obviously nothing out here in the buildings. Plenty of junk out. And a drive-through. Must be for bales and things like that. Corn's looking great though out here. This is a clean setup. Holy smokes. This is very clean. Nope. Nothing in there. Sounds hollow. Sounds hollow. It sounds hollow. Lovely. That just looks to be like chemical fertilizer, lime, or liquid lime type of setup, maybe? I don't know. At least that's the idea probably behind it. Not gonna worry about that. This is a nice farmyard though. I do like it. They got the bins all the way on the other side, so whenever you're running fans, you don't have to worry about that. But this is a clean farm. I like it. I think it's only the second one I found on this map. I do want to come down here and take that dirt road and check that out. Then we'll head back to my place. Sorry, I only really looked around a little bit. Not much at all, though. So yeah, there's all these little access roads and everything to all these different fields. I just really like the look and feel of it. And that fog, man, rolling in. That's just access to... what was that? Corn? Yeah, it's already been harvested. Interesting. I don't know his plan for that field, so really don't want to drive through it. So maybe it's a her. I don't know who owns that. Let's head on home and check out what we've done to my farm. And again, there really isn't much change. I did get, like I mentioned earlier, I did actually do a complete restart, deleted the old, restarted the new, just to get the missing mods that I had in, because there are a couple of required mods. I thought I had the one. I may just not have transferred it over properly into FS25, because sometimes every once in a while there's a mod that may or may not need to be unzipped. So that's unfortunately part of the nature when it comes to PC mods. And here's our mailbox. Again, loads of traffic. So instead of that gate that we had before, I actually installed bollards. And you know what? Let's check our mail real quick. Okay, got it. Bill. Hey, he may have won. Oh, Bill. Ugh. Bills that need paid. So the fence that you see over here to our right is definitely a little bit different. And it's definitely more of the type of fence you'll see here in the States. And I love the way these corners have been done. And you got, you know, your wooden posts kind of scattered throughout. And then your replacement T posts and things like that. That just is something I just love to see. So instead of walking up the driveway, let's actually drive up. But I do have cows in. I forgot about putting water buffalo in instead of our milk cows. Oops, my bad. Got some fence around over there. All right. Let her cool down a little bit. I did talk to the county. We had a water tower put in here on the farm, just because we use a lot of water. Plus, we are one of the higher points, not the highest point, but one of them in the surrounding area. So they did allow it. So not only do we take care of our farm, we take care of the select few other homes as far as keeping pressure up and things like that. So we do try to make sure that we run our water needs in an off-hour time frame. But yeah. So again, this is our hayloft. I do have my 2 Brant trailers in here. Don't worry, not sponsored. What a shame. I do have this little silo here, kind of designed to help me out with getting feed and whatnot together while I'm getting set up. I think once I have everything set up and, you know, like that silo's full or mostly full, you know, working on building TMR, things like that for our animals. Surprisingly enough, all of the animals that I have, including the pigs, take TMR. I'm fine with that. It means I don't have to make something different for the pigs. But yeah, we can buy from here, use our money, and then we can return it and get that money back. Yeah, we got everyone completely fed up with TMR. Got straw everywhere. We do have a manure heap here, covered manure heap. But only our little cattle over here, as well as the main farm there. So this one's kind of designed more so to help fatten them up. They need to redo a few things because clearly concrete guys suck. Yeah. Did have to remove a tree that was right here just to make sure we had a nice clean room to have access. As far as our pigs go, so manure, as far as the manure goes, this actually handles both of our plots. But as far as the pigs go, I tried to put one down. I tried it all around the farm or the barn itself. Again, keep in mind this is two separate sheds, so to speak. I even tried having it here. Nothing. So I'm not 100% certain. It just doesn't register it. So I don't know if at least with this barn, if it's actually intended for that. And I think I vaguely remember seeing something on the... Let me just double check here. Sorry, I'm looking through the description. I have it pulled up here. I vaguely remember seeing something about it. Huh. Yeah. Nothing with a pig farm or pig barn as far as producing manure. So at least we can get slurry from both of them. Sorry, I kind of left you guys at a weird spot. You couldn't see the little piglets. Yeah, these guys are adorable. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really change much. I love the look and feel of this farm. It's kind of rare when I get that with these. One point, in order to get the straw in, you do have to drive in, and it basically has an access point here. I'm sure there's a tool where you can, walk it in this way and just drop the bale in and it'll take it. But I don't have bales yet, so I can't do that. We did replace this. This is our silage maker. This will take our grass and whatever else we can to throw in there, and it'll turn it into silage for us. So that is nice. We do have an RTK booth that doesn't really do much for us aside from look pretty. We do have a fuel pump here with an underground tank. This is also our repair shop for right now. So we can pull up here. It's under the shade, which is awesome. And we can actually work on our tractors if we need to, or our implements without actually being stuck inside a hot shed or anything like that. Again, we have shade. Because that's south, that means sun's always going to be over that way, except for in the wintertime. Hopefully by winter, we'll be able to get something in one of these sheds in order to help keep our equipment maintained. As you can see, I haven't really gotten anything with those. I got rid of the white. I did sell that. I also sold our Massey Ferguson, and we are solely a John Deere farm. Granted, that says Lizard Colossus, but the color scheme says otherwise. I apologize if you hear the occasional sound of wind hitting the mic. I have many fans going. It's like 90 plus with, degrees with it feels like 100% humidity. Yeah, it's crazy hot outside, guys. Be careful out there if you're experiencing it yourself or anything hotter. Yeah. It's fine when it's not humid. It's that humidity that makes me go, ugh. So we do have John Deere 3650 here, set up for a front loader if I wanted to. We currently have the front loader actually on this tractor, a 7810. Why? Well, front weight, because we were running this plow through our field over here. I believe Paul just finished up not too long ago with rock picking. So the nice thing about that rock picker, though, as you can tell, it definitely helps with kind of evening out the soil for the most part. I still may grab the cultivator and go through the field. But we did expand parts of it out. Kind of pushed the boundaries along the tree lines just a wee bit. So we did have, like, I think it was over here, had a drain kind of coming all the way through. We've kind of filled in those areas. It kind of made it look a little bit better. I didn't really do much down through here or along the road necessarily, but just kind of more so along the tree line, getting a little bit closer and seeing how things go from there. We may end up pulling it back away from the tree line, but we will see. So this is our other tractor. What was that? It's 4960, and this little piece up front is an extra fuel tank. And why did I do that? Well, why not? I forgot I can put my chainsaws in that. But that not only helps us with weight on the front end, but we can also throw the 3-point and have weight that way. And sometimes front weight is not a bad thing, especially when you got dualies on the back and you're towing something that's slowly filling up with stones. And we have 4,900 liters of stones. That puts us at 4% capacity. So you tell me if it's something needed. I'm hoping I can find some space to put a production here on the farm. It may be actually over here. I do have one that's kind of designed as a catch-all for everything. So I do want to, it's not the one I normally use. It's a different one. It's a newer one that I found. So I do kind of want to do that. Let's see here. Got that one. Oh, well, I think I showed you all the... Another save, apparently. I believe I showed you all the tractors that we got. It's John Deere Farm. We do have our Colossus spreader as well. This is one that can spread manure for us, which is awesome. Rather use manure than manufactured stuff. We also have this as well to basically help rip through weeds. Right now we do have herbicide in it. I need to get that out and cleaned out. But this thing is also designed to do some weeding, help get fertilizer in between the rows type of deal. And now for our silos. We do have a couple pieces of mowing equipment as well. I got this one, and the Batwing is around the corner. So I replaced all of the silos, even the corn dryers. And we went with these Meridians. Flat bottom bins, 3609. So we got two... I forget how many. 6 total? Yeah, 4 over here, 2 back there. 6 total. And that is actually going to tell us what we have in each bin. So that way we can kind of keep track and quick reference as far as what's in each one. So that way when, like, if I'm harvesting the corn, I know that which ones already have corn and which ones may have room or have peas or something else in it. So yeah, that's basically so I can do my job a little bit better. And if we happen to need a corn drying, if we're in a corn drying situation, then I'll just have to deal with it from there. So oh, I didn't even know that. That opens and closes to the top lid. Okay. So yeah, I do need to get a couple of augers, get them over here. just so we have them. There's basically biggest one I think I can get my hands on for the top. And the bottom's just going to be a short, simple little guy. So no need to get a big auger for that one. I also am wanting to invest in the drive over auger part to make our lives easier, because I do still need to get a actual grain wagon, probably a semi one, to make it easier for when we're not here at the farm, because I do have this wagon back here, and it is kind of unrealistic capacity, to be completely honest with you. But if I'm harvesting on the other side of the county and I have extras, guess what? I'm going to bring them over here, and they're going to be in a semi. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. Just quick fly over. Like I said, not much different. Obviously, as far as the landscape goes, the majority of what you see is going to be the blue harvest store, I guess is what it's technically called, as well as our water tower. So, and I love the fact it's an American flag on it, and we're technically in Canada? Is this the one in Canada? No, Missouri. Duh. It's Ray County, Missouri is the map name. My bad. That was the last one I did. Oy vey. Anyway, guys, if you haven't liked what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just select you here and there. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. So with all that being said, we will catch you next episode. So as always, take care. Peace.